Hello, wind believers. It's Renee, the practical shaman. We're here in beautiful Palms Desert today. The weather is beautiful. It's always beautiful here, but the temperatures are cooling down now a little bit, so it's a little bit easier in the middle of the day to go outside and enjoy. But today we're inside. Still a little hot out there in the middle of the day. We're going to do the resistance exercise today. And this exercise is available as a download, and I will put the web address where you can go get that afterwards. But in the meantime, why don't you pay attention and we'll go through the exercise. The first thing we do when we do any exercises, with whether it's wind work or any other kind of healing exercises, is we want to create a bubble of sacred space. In wind work, we call that your wind bubble. And we're going to call upon the winds and invite them in to do this healing work with us today. All right? So get yourself comfortable and go along with me as we do this clearing, and we'll see what comes up for you and how we can move this energy along. It's a perfect full moon day to get rid of things that no longer serve you. So let's find out what resistances are working for and against you in your life. And I say for and against you because anything that's a resistance is really in your life to help you move forward spiritually. Resistances are if we didn't have resistances, we wouldn't move forward. We need those blocks, we need those walls, we need those stopping points in order for us to regroup, take an inventory, and see what's going on, so then we can grow. Let's get comfortable, and I'm going to call upon the winds. And I'm going to use this exercise that's in my upcoming book, Winds of Spirit, and we're going to use that prayer today. But I'm going to start by blowing in a wind whistle. For those of you who have a wind whistle, great. For those of you who don't have one yet, you can go over to windsofspiritcards.com and get one, or you can just listen to this one and you can do this exercise without the wind whistle. Ha ha ha! I'm calling upon the winds, the divine winds, Eurus of the east, Notus of the south, Zephyrus of the west, Boreas in the north. Come here today to help us navigate our lives. The wind feeds me, the wind nourishes me, the wind renews, and the wind is prosperous. There are many gifts from the wind. The wind reveals, the wind expands. The wind is here as my divine emanating force, the breath of me, the life of me. I so cherish these winds. I give freely back to the wind. The wind offers a sweet melody. My body is borrowed from the earth, but my spirit is of the wind. I am grateful for the winds that will come here for this healing today. So it is with the wind. And that's a prayer, creating a sacred bubble prayer that I'm trying to learn a little bit about that way, but I would do it too, but it gives you divine directions right on how to do that. Step 2 is asking yourself, how do I feel? And when you ask yourself, how do you feel, what this exercise calls for is you to scan your body. And to scan your body, close your eyes softly. And then I invite you to feel a breath of fresh wind coming up through your feet, moving into your knees, into your thighs, into your pelvic area, into your body, into your uterus, and moving on up. And seeing as you go if there's any discomfort, any pain, Any tingling sensation? As you do this body scan, what do you feel? And today I'm feeling a little bit of a stress here in my lower back, and rightly so. I've been sitting for 4 years writing a book, so it kind of really makes sense that there's some energy there to move. There's some energy there that's some resistance to stretching and moving and all of that. So that feels really clear to me. Then I'm going to pull out a wind god or goddess to see who wants to come here and help me clear this and help you clear it, because since I'm doing the pulling, it's for both of us. And you can get these sample, or you can get these at the windsofspiritcards.com, or go over to the Wind Believers group. Wow! So the wind that is coming to work with us today is Mari, the Basque wind goddess. And they're not really sure where the Basque people come from or the Basque language comes from. So Mari is a very mysterious goddess. And not only is she a mysterious goddess, but there's parts of Europe that believe that she's very, very connected to the Divine Mother. So this Divine Mother energy is coming to work with us today. How very cool and how lucky for us that we're going to be able to accept these gifts, to accept what Mari wants to bring us. So we know that Mari's working with us. We know that, we have some kind of resistance that we're feeling in our body. Mine's in my lower back. Yours might be up here, or in your arms, or in your legs, or your feet, whatever. But now what we want to do is we want to determine what direction that we're heading in. And the easiest way, and this is such an easy tool, is that you close your eyes again, and I invite you to do this. I'm hearing the birds singing, which absolutely takes me right to nature. And then I found myself in a favorite spot in nature, and I'm seeing myself walking. Just take a note. What direction are you walking? Are you heading east, south, west, or north? And I'm heading west, which is all so pertinent because I'm, doing rewrites of the book that is getting ready to go to the publisher at the end of the year. And so I'm having a harvest. I'm having a physical completion. If you're traveling north, it's about your spiritual work. If you're traveling east, it's about your mental, new ideas, new beliefs. And in the south, it's all about your emotions. And since I'm heading west, maybe you want to just head west with me if you didn't get an exact reading, but whatever direction that you're heading is really valuable. So just to give you more insight about, okay, I have this pain going on in my lower back, so that's where my resistance is, because your body's always going to show you what's resistant. And I've invited Mari, the divine goddess who brings gifts and rewards to help as I'm harvesting this gift for me, which is the book. Now for you, it could be something totally different. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask Mari, and Mari likes to be called 3 times. I'm going to call to Mari, and I'm going to use my wind whistle, and I'm going to call to her 3 times to find out and move along this resistance to find out what it's really all about. And you can do the same thing. So whatever direction you're traveling in, the east is about your mind, the south is about your emotions, the west is about your physical endings and rewards, and the north is about your spirit. So ask what this resistance is. So for me, what is my resistance about harvesting this gift? The answer came right away for me. It was as soon as I called Tamari once, she came and she said, what I saw myself out in the field harvesting, and it was this like lug load of things that I had to carry and move forward. And what she showed me right away was that I think that I'm going to have to do this all myself next. That it's just going to be just as much work as writing the book was for the last 4 years. And she quickly told me that I don't have to do that, that there's a publishing house and there's people and I have a team in place and everything is ready to go forward. And it's just that I have to let go of the sack. I have to let go of that sack of grain that I'm carrying from some past harvest of mine. So I'm going to ask Mari to help me move that. And I want you, whatever it was that piece you just got, I want you to let the wind move that for you too. Mari's going to come in and then move that energy. Get yourself ready to have that energy flow out. It's going to flow out from the front of you and out the back. And for things that are a little stuck, you might have to do this a few times, but you'll know. Now what we're going to do is we're going to ask Mari, well, what's a new idea? What's new that I can take in this harvest? And let's see what she says. And some people had to do this 7 days in a row in order to get that clearing. So trust whatever comes to you on this. You can watch it over and over again. Right away what I got was a field full of people helping me do this harvest. Basically, Mari said, all I need to do is ask, and I'm going to have help harvesting my goals and my dreams for next year. And that next year, it was going to be a little bit different anyway, but that help was there. So I'd be really grateful to hear what your experience of all this was. And the best places to reach me is over on Facebook in the Wind Believers group. Come over there. There's a great supportive community growing there. And I will share the link so that you can sign up and receive this exercise in writing. Now before we go, we want to close this sacred bubble. We want to close our wind bubble. So what we want to do is we want to thank the winds for coming. Thank you, Eurus. Thank you, Notice. Thank you, Zephyrus. Thank you, Boreas. As we complete this circle, as we close this circle, thank you for coming here today and giving us this information, removing those resistances, and giving us a path, a clear path that we can move forward. Aho. My name is Renee Baribeau, and I'm the Practical Shaman, and I will see you over at the Wind Believers page.